The first question would go to the Honourable Representative of the Press Trust of India, Mr. Ajay Kaul, or his colleague right there. My request would be that while I'll try and identify as many people as possible, when you ask the question, if you could identify yourself and the organization that you represent.
Hello, sir. Ajay from PTI. So my question is, after this assembly elections, there is a...
Sir, he's right.
After the assembly elections, the Congress, in which Congress faced drubbing, much of churning is going on within Congress. Do you think Congress should now formally announce a PM candidate?
Well, the Congress President has already answered that question. We will announce our candidate for the Prime Ministership at an appropriate time.
The second question would go to the Honourable Representative of the Dainik Bhaskar newspaper, Mr. Prakash Pandey, if he's there, if he could identify himself. Pankaj Pandey.
प्रधानमंत्री जी, पहले आपको बधाई। आपने कहा है कि अब नया प्रधानमंत्री होगा आपके 2 टर्म पूरा करने के लिए आपको। मेरा सवाल है कि यूपीए 1 से यूपीए 2 तक लगातार एक के बाद एक करप्शन के इश्यूज आए हैं। आपकी मिस्टर क्लीन की जो इमेज थी, आपको नहीं लगता कि आप जब कुर्सी छोड़ने को हैं तो वो इमेज दागदार हुई है और उसकी वजह से इस देश में एक नई पार्टी, आम आदमी पार्टी जैसे दल ने जन्म लिया है?
Well, as far as the charges of corruption are concerned, most of these charges relate to the period of UPA 1. The coal block allocations as well as the 2G spectrum allocation, they were both in the era of the UPA 1. We went to the electorate on the basis of our performance in that period, and the people of India re-entrusted. The people of India gave us the mandate to govern for another 5 years. So whether these issues which have been raised from time to time by the media, sometimes by the CAG, sometimes by court, one must never forget that they belong to a period which was not the period of UPA 2, but period relating to previous 5 years, and the people of India entrusted us with new responsibilities, knowing full well. So the people of India do not seem to have paid heed to all these charges of corruption which are levied against me or for my party.
The third question would go to the representative of the Times of India, Mr. Rajiv Deshpande.
Sir, Rajiv
You'll have to switch
Deshpande.
on the mic.
Hello. Yeah. Sir, Rajiv Deshpande from Times of India. Sir, you've just said that these many of these corruption cases related to UPA 1, and thereafter you return to power and you're completing your second term in office. At the same time, sir, these scandals, whether it's Commonwealth Games, 2G or coal allocations, have cost your government a great deal. So when you look back at it, were there some things that you would rather have done differently, and what would they be?
Well, I feel somewhat sad because I was the one who insisted that spectrum allocations should be transparent, it should be fair, it should be equitable. I was the one who insisted that coal block allocations should be allocated on the basis of auctions. These facts are forgotten. The opposition has a vested interest. Sometimes the media play into their hands as well. And therefore, I have every reason to believe that when history is written of this period, we will come out unscathed. This is not to say that there were no irregularities. There were irregularities, but the dimensions of the problems have been overstated by the media, by the CAG sometimes, and by other entities.
The next question goes to the Honorable Representative of CNN-IBN, Pallavi Ghosh.
I'm Pallavi, I'm from CNN-IBN.
Need to switch
You
on the mic, please.
It's on. I'm Pallavi, I'm from CNN-IBN, sir. You did indicate in your opening speech that you rule yourself out of a third term should the UPA come back to power. So is it Rahul Gandhi's time? Would you want him to be named as a prime ministerial candidate? And do you rule out an active political life after 2014 elections for yourself?
Well, I have indicated in my opening remarks that I am not going to be a candidate for the prime ministership if the UPA were to come back into power. Rahul Gandhi has outstanding credentials to be nominated as the presidential candidate, and I hope our party will take that decision at an appropriate time.
The next question will go to the representative of ABP News, Mr. Shazi Zama. I'll come to everybody.
मैं एबीपी न्यूज़ से शाजी जमा। पिछले 9-10 वर्षों में क्या कभी ऐसा मुश्किल वक्त आया कि आपको लगा कि आपको इस्तीफ़ा दे देना चाहिए?
I've never felt like resigning at any time. I've enjoyed doing my work. I've tried to do my work with all honesty, with all sense of integrity, without regard for fear or favor.
The next question goes to the Honorable Representative of the Malayalam Manorama, Mr. Sachidanand Murthy. Right there, please.
Sir, Sachidanand Murthy here. So basically looking at UPA 1 and UPA 2, UPA 1 benefited from having a common minimum program, an active coordination committee, but you jettisoned that for UPA 2. Did it come in the way because you shed very valuable allies like Trinamool and DMK? Do you think by hindsight, do you think UPA 3, if it comes to power, should have a CMP?
Well, it's too early to judge the shape of things to come for UPA 3. I am confident that when the time comes, there will be enough number of people who would recognize that a coalition guided by the Congress party of the type that the UPA regime has been is something which is required, which is eminently needed to carry out the social and economic revolution that we want this country to experience, to get rid of poverty, ignorance, and disease that afflict millions of people in our countries even now.
The next question goes to the Honorable Representative of the Business Times newspaper, Aditi Phadnis, please.
Prime Minister Aditi Phadnis from the Business Standard newspaper. The Congress defeat in the assembly elections, in a review of chief ministers, many chief ministers, most of them in fact said that their defeat was because of price rise. So does it hurt that all the blame is being laid at your door? And also, we noticed that the diesel prices have not been hiked this year. We also hear that subsidized gas cylinders, the number has already gone up from 6 to 9, and it's likely to go up to 12. So does this mean your government is reviewing its policy on subsidies as a fallout of the defeat in the assembly elections?
Well, what is going to happen in months to come, I would not like to speculate certainly not in this forum, but I will be honest enough to say that it could be that the price rise was a factor in the people turning against the Congress party, and I have explained the reasons why price rise took place, for reasons beyond our control, because international commodity prices were rising, because international energy prices were rising, and these were the factors which made it difficult for us to control prices as effectively as we could have done. But having said that, I would also like to say that we have taken enough measures to protect the weaker sections of our economy and our society against rising prices. The public distribution system has been stabilized. Prices of public distribution food grains have not been increased since 2003. And what is more is that through instrumentalities like the Manrega, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Program, we have ensured that the rural wages earned by the agricultural laborers are indexed at the rate of inflation. They provide a certain measure of protection to these segments of our society, and these factors should not be lost sight of.
The next question goes to the representative from the Urdu press, Mr. S.M. Asif, please.
आपसे मेरा सवाल है कि सच्चर कमेटी की रिपोर्ट पर जब मैनिफेस्टो आपका आया था तो आपने कहा था हम लागू करेंगे। आपने इन 5 सालों में बहुत सारी स्कीम माइनॉरिटीज़ के लिए दी, लेकिन ये क्या वजह है कि ये माइनॉरिटी की स्कीम आवाम तक नहीं पहुंच पाती है?
हमने सच्चर कमेटी की सिफारिशों को लागू करने में काफ़ी काम किया है, और मुझे दुख से कहना पड़ता है कि ये तमाम आवाम तक नहीं पहुंच सका। ये भी ठीक है कि कुछ ऐसी बातें हैं जो अभी करनी बाकी हैं, कुछ कोर्ट्स में पड़ी हैं, कुछ प्रॉब्लम्स आई हैं जिसकी वजह से और चीज़ें को लागू नहीं किया जा सका। लेकिन जहाँ तक हमारे गवर्नमेंट का ताल्लुक है, scholarships for minorities have gone up tremendously. Maulana Azad fellowships have increased substantially, and the program for multidisciplinary approaches to minority concentrated districts in 90 districts of our country have been put in place. So enough has been done, but I would be the last person to say that there is no scope for doing more.